Hey YouTube, this is Erica, and it is Friday, May 11th, 2012, and I'm back to record my 2-week update. I'm one day late, so sorry about that, but it's been a busy week, and so I just wanted to kind of get through the week and then record the video. So, straight to the numbers. So this has been a good week. Yesterday was my 2-week weigh-in, and I weighed in at 199.6. So I just barely crossed the 200s into the 100s or Wonderland. So I'm super excited about that. The lowest I've been in many years is probably the low 190s. It's been a long time. Gosh, probably at least 4, 5, 6 years since I've been in the 180s, I think. But anyways, and if I was in the 180s at some point during that time, it wasn't for very long. So I can't believe that in just a few weeks I'm probably going to be in the 180s. But anyways, so the loss for this week was 4.2 pounds. The loss since surgery 2 weeks ago has been 16 pounds on the nose. And then the loss since my high weight, which qualified me for surgery, is 28.7 pounds. So just incredible. I feel really good. I'm starting to kind of see myself in the mirror the way that I really think I should look. And I've noticed that clothes fit a little bit better. It hasn't been I guess it's been a dramatic change, but I guess I feel good. So, and I feel like I recognize myself again, and I want to try. Like, I want to try to put on some makeup and do my hair and maybe put on some clothes that feel good. I got to a point where nothing was feeling good. Like, nothing was fitting, nothing was hanging right on my body. Just my shape was kind of just out of whack and not the way that in my mind it should be. So, feeling good. So, I wanted to talk about a couple things today. One is activity level, and then the next would be kind of nutrition and diet. So activity level has been, up until now, it's been, I haven't really made changes. I have a small dog that I got a couple months ago. She's older, and I take her for 2 walks a day in the morning and in the evening, and sometimes she's kind of peppy and sometimes she's really, really slow. So we get about 40 minutes of outside time, but it's not really like really intense walking. It's more like strolling and letting her smell things and stuff like that. So I kind of just continued with that. It did get me outside and got me moving a bit, but it wasn't intense. And so this week I've had 3 long walks of like a couple miles or so, like a good hour walk, not a power walk, but a nice strong walk. And that's felt really good. And after probably a month, my plan is to get back to the gym and get back to master swimming. But I have to admit, I'm scared. And I'm scared because pre-op, I've had several times where I've been really close to fainting. Like, it's not that I haven't consumed anything before working out, but I might have, I don't know, a protein bar or, a banana or something like that to get a couple hundred calories in me. And I have an hour-long workout that's vigorous, and I can get lightheaded. And sometimes I've had a couple times where it's been pretty bad, and so now that I'm not able to consume very much, I'm just scared that my body will freak out and it'll be maybe worse. And so I guess I just need to take it slow and just listen to my body. And I tend to kind of go a little too hard, a little too fast. So this may be a really good opportunity for me to take it kind of at a normal pace, not jump in so hardcore right away. Because I know I'm out of shape and it's going to be tough, but anyway, so I'm a little scared of that, to be honest. But that's going to be, so my plan for the next couple weeks is just continue with the longer walks and maybe go to the gym a couple times to kind of test the waters and see what's changed since I've been there last, because it's been a while, and that kind of thing. So the next topic is nutrition and diet. I wanted to kind of go over what I've been doing the last couple weeks and then kind of how I'm transitioning into soft foods. So the first thing I want to say is I have been hungry. I've had times this last week. Right now, in fact, I'm a little hungry, and it's weird because I really wasn't expecting it. I have to say, it's satiated really easily. Like, a few sips of tea, and it kind of goes away. And but I do feel hunger sometimes. It's not the nagging like I gotta eat right now or else I'm gonna die like kind of hunger, but um, I wasn't expecting that. But I have had that sensation. I also wanted to mention I have not had any change in my taste buds. So everything that, whatever I perceived to taste, whatever my taste buds were before surgery, so far they're exactly the same now. Now, of course, I haven't consumed much, but like my protein shake, milk, that kind of thing, all the things that I've consumed so far, water, nothing's been different. But whatever, that's just me being weird. Um, so okay, so into my habits for the last couple weeks. So my focus has been on fluids, protein, and vitamins first. So that's been my, I mean, I guess that's all I really can consume. But I've been keeping kind of a log. Pick a day that maybe can read. Sometimes my penmanship is not so legible. Anyway, so this is kind of just my log on paper. I found that it's been really easy to keep track this way, and that probably didn't even really show up. I'm moving it around and you guys can't see, but each day I just weigh myself and I kind of log what the loss since yesterday is, the loss to date, and the loss since surgery. And then I keep track of when I take my meds, which right now is only Nexium in the morning. And then I log the times of day that I consume, fluids, protein, whatever. And then I log the fluid ounces of fluid, and then the grams of protein, just to make sure that by the end of the day I kind of have paced myself well. And that's worked out really well, actually. But that's only a couple things that I have to keep track of right now. As things transition in my diet, I don't know how I'm going to change this log. But anyways, I've done pretty well on fluids. I'm usually somewhere around 64, which is my target, or above, but not by a huge amount. I don't think I've gone over 80. I think I might have been in the 70s at one day, but I'm usually somewhere in the upper 65 to 70 range. And then proteins, I've had no problem getting in. I've been taking a GNC protein powder, mixing it with 4 ounces of milk, of non-fat milk, and I've had that 3 times a day, and that gets me there. And then I've had maybe a couple other things that might supplement. But so that's worked out beautifully for me. So the focus has been fluids, protein, and then with vitamins, I have a liquid multi. So I take that early in the morning, and then I have a B12 sublingual. And then a few hours later, I'll take my calcium citrate liquid. And then sometime in the evening, I'll take the other dosage of the multivitamin. So that's worked out really well. I'm not a vitamin person. I've never been into taking pills. My mom is really into like kind of the healthy pill and not really like medication, but I don't know, milk thistle and all that kind of stuff, and cranberry, and she has just a plethora of vitamins and things, and I'm just lazy, and they take up room, and I'm just lazy. So this has been an interesting habit to get into, but I need it. I said I know I need it. I'm not consuming what I would ordinarily to get any of the vitamins in, and I was probably deficient before surgery. But anyway, so that's been kind of a hard thing to keep myself on track about, but I just kick myself in the butt and go, it's just 15 seconds of your time to go do it. So so along the lines of nutrition and diet, I've noticed something the last 4 or 5 days or so. I have these kind of very small cramps in the back of my calves, and it's not intense. It doesn't go into a full-blown cramp, but it's like these tiny, tiny like aches and crampy feeling in the back of my calf. So I don't know if it's a potassium deficiency, or maybe I'm losing muscle mass, which I wouldn't be too sad about really, but as long as the fat's going along with it. But so I have a post-op visit with my surgeon next Wednesday, so I'm going to bring that up. That's really the only thing I've noticed. My fatigue has also seemed to kind of go away. Like last week, end of last week when I went back to work, I'd work for 4 or 5 hours and I'd have to take a little bit of a nap and then try to work some more. And I had some days where I was just like, screw it. You know, post-op, some people don't go to work for a couple weeks after surgery, and I went back less than a week after surgery, so I just kind of allowed myself some time to kind of recoup. But now I'm starting to be able to have normal days, no naps, which is really nice. I do get a little tired if I haven't had enough sustenance, but that's, I'm sure, normal. But in any case, so cramping, and then the other thing that I noticed was that my sodium level is kind of high. I was using, and it was because I was using this broth mix, and it was from the store. It came in a little jar, and it was something that you can like scoop out a little bit of the mix and put it into boiling water to make a bouillon base. And so I was using this reduced sodium beef bouillon base, which was really tasty. But I noticed that each teaspoon was 500 milligrams of sodium, and I was having 2.5. So I was averaging somewhere around 1,500 to 2,000 milligrams of sodium, and I'm like, that's too high. It's supposed to be, I think, under 1,000. So I decided to kind of nix the broth from my diet, which I was a bit sad about, but that really brought it down a lot. So now I think I'm back within normal range or acceptable range. But I kind of wonder if that's going to affect water retention. Maybe I'll drop some water weight or something. I don't know. Should be happy with what I have, right? But anyway, so the next thing is the future of food, and so I'm transitioning into soft foods right now. A couple days ago I had a small amount of cottage cheese, and that was just like, it was heaven. There was another YouTuber named Sleeve for Steve who was describing eating saltines or something for the first time after not having anything solid, and he was like, it was like a steak dinner, and I have to agree, cottage cheese was, oh, those first few bites were beautiful. It was just, it tasted so good. And so yesterday I had 1 egg kind of scrambled with an ounce of reduced fat cheese kind of melted in it, and that also just, it was sublime. And I haven't really been itching too badly for foods. I've been pretty satisfied, particularly when you see the scale go down every day and you're not really feeling immense hunger. It's not too hard, at least it hasn't been for me. But now that I've had a little bit of a taste of real food, my concern though, transitioning into soft foods and then eventually solid food, is how do I get in enough protein and water when I have to wait 15 minutes before I eat, and then I think it's like 45 minutes or an hour after I eat to then drink again. It's like I really have to be routinized. I can't just willy-nilly decide I want to drink something and then I want to eat something, and that was my normal habit. Now I have to plan it out. Like my whole day I have to be just hyper aware of kind of where I am, and if I feel like I'm not going to have enough time to drink, then I guess I have to not eat and instead drink my protein. I don't know. So I'm a little bit perplexed as to how I'm going to figure out the timing of everything, because I tend to be a little bit random, like, oh, I'm really hungry, I think I'll go eat right now, or I'm really thirsty, then I'll glug down a bunch of water. But now I have to be a little different. So anyways, that's my update. I've gone pretty far. It's been a while. It's been a week since the last time I recorded a video, so 14 minutes. But hopefully that was helpful, and it's just exciting to be enjoying the reflection in the mirror. So I'll be back next week at least for another video. Till then, thanks YouTube. See you later.